Hello there, welcome to this presentation, this tutorial on EPOC, and I really hope that you've already seen the recording on the recovery from exercise. In the very last recording I presented this model, and it might look slightly scruffy on your screen and hand-drawn, but well, you know, there you go. And effectively what I did within this recording is I introduced you to the idea of EPOC, the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. I'm going to say that again without using a sort of a lisp, the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, and this quantity is a quantity of oxygen after exercise over and above that which would have been used at rest. And we see it shaded here in blue and in red, and we basically said, look, one bit of it, this bit here, this blue bit, we refer to as the fast component, and this sort of red bit here we refer to as the slow component. So the aim of this recording is just simply to describe to you what processes are taking place within these. And the question that's normally asked is what physiological processes are taking place. So we're going to address that point here. So remembering that the first component of EPOC is called the fast component. We also, by the way, call it the alactacid or the non-lactacid component. It can be used either. Sometimes it's also called the alactacid det, by the way, which becomes a bit confusing because it sort of feels a bit like deficit. So yeah, anyway, just bear that in mind. But there's a number of processes that are taking place. The first one I want to relate to you is what we would describe as the resaturation of myoglobin with O2. Okay, now that sounds a little more complicated than it really is. Effectively, what we've got within our muscle cell is we've got a substance called myoglobin. It performs two roles. During exercise conditions, it acts as a storage point for oxygen within the muscle. So it's a bit like hemoglobin in the muscle, right? It holds on to the oxygen in the muscle, and when we exercise, it helps to deliver that oxygen to the mitochondria for aerobic respiration. So of course, when we work, we get rid of this oxygen. When we do exercise, we get rid of this oxygen, we use it up.